Greetings and welcome. This is the one and only Esports Machina, and thanks for joining me today on the first Automata episode where I will be ranking my personal top 20 esports logos of all time. But before I jump into the actual list, I want to say a few words. When it comes to which logo is the best is a taste question, but there are things that you can still say from technical standpoints that this is a bad logo or this is a good logo. One example is when you have a picture that's very low resolution or very low quality, that is a bad logo from a technical standpoint. And then you have the other thing that's very important, in my opinion, example, is the fact of if you have a logo that is black, okay, you have single color like this TSM logo, where it's only black, and it will work on many black backgrounds. You can have red, blue, green, orange, and it will be visible and very easily readable because of its shapes are very simple. However, once you put it to black background, you're not able to see it, or very dark gray, you're not able to see it, it's not visible. So that means you will always have to have two different color versions of the logo, white and black version, and that's not a very good thing because you can create a logo that works on every type of a color of a background. So for example, we have the type B of this esports logo, and this one has a stroke around the text, which means once you put it onto any type of a color background, you're still able to see the main text and it will be visible. So there's a bit of a difference when it comes to that. Also, there's a thing when you actually zoom out certain logos, they will look very bad because you're not able to see them. So it's important that the logos are vectorized or doesn't have very small details or very small text. But now that that has been said, enough with the technicalities, let's go to the top 20 list. So the 20th spot on the list is Splice. Not only it's a lot better logo than the previous logo, which was the Follow Esports before they rebranded. The Splice logo is nothing like super drastic. It's very simplistic design. You have a yellow background and you have a snake on the center. But what I really like about is there's a clear color theme and it has a good symbolism because the snake stands for the letter S, Splice. I didn't notice that at first, but I thought it was a really neat idea. On the 19th, we have the MyXMG logo, which is a more underground esports organization, and I really like it because it has this clear breakdown on the middle between, I don't think it is this sort of a bear or a panda, I'm not really sure, but it is like a white on the right side and black on left, and it has a really cool fonts and shadowing also on it, really cool art. Then on the 18th spot, I've chosen Carnage Esports. Not only I do like this bit more old school font style, but also the crocodile. I just feel it's very well detailed, and these guys have really amazing jerseys. My friend was actually on this team, and it's a really cool logo in my opinion. On 17th, we have a bit more newer organization, which is also known as the G2. They also rebranded their logo, which was previously pretty bad. I like this new one because, once again, the symbolism is really cool. So you have this sort of I think it's a bit of a Chinese/Mongolian, it's probably Japanese helmet. And then on the middle, where it's kind of like the face armor, is the G2. And they have fitted the words, the letters G and 2 in it, and I think it's really cool. And they also have different color variations of this logo, and I just want to think this is one of the really cool and neat designs of playing well with the shapes. On 16th is an organization that many people may not like, but damn, they got a pretty good logo. This is the Meteor Makers. Not only this is very old logo, I think it's one of the better old ones there is. And I really like the font style, I really like the character. I'm also big into emblems, as you will be seeing on this list. But also I like there's the numbers of the creation there. And that's really nice thing. I wish more organizations would do that, but it's not probably very applicable in non-emblem type of logos. On the 15th, we have another very kind of unknown from the South America. We have the KLG. I really like the rhino. It's very detailed, really cool art. I don't really prefer the KLG letters because they have this sort of a glossy color thing, and it's kind of, in my opinion, it looks a bit unprofessional, it looks a bit outdated style, but the text below it is good. But other than that, I don't have any problems with it, but I do like it. On 14th, we have the Torpedo Esports. It's a British organization. I know nothing about them, but their logo is pretty damn sick. I really like this. What is Mantis? Yeah. And really cool color theme. You have clear blue style there. And, emblem once again, really cool. On 13th, we have the team YouPorn, or UP as the YP is, as they're called. And this one made it to the list because not only the symbolism is kind of important. I mean, the sword penetrating the mountain, I guess people know what it means. They also have this blurrified version of the logo, which is also kind of cool. And it's a very contradicting type of a logo, and that's why I chose it on the list. The text on the middle may not be the best. It's kind of doesn't make sense having this sort of a crunch blurriness into it. But other than that, I really like it. On 12th, we have probably the biggest organization on the list, which is Fnatic. And their logo, even though I said I don't like single color logos, it does have a bit of a shading on the latter part of the logo. It is rather like an abstract, but the way I've seen like these artworks, the jerseys that they have made, it's just a really good logo, and they have really exploited and done different variations out of it throughout the years, making it more orange, making it more yellow, and I really like that. And it's one of the better logos, one of the better abstract logos there is. On 11th spot, I've chosen Lion Gaming. It seems like these South American logo designers are really good. And Lion Gaming is a very simplistic design. You have this cool lion on it, emblem style, really good shading on the lion letters, and it's a great logo all around. Nothing really to add there. And on 10th, we have the Team Liquid. And this is not a really there's also different variations of this. It's played in different colors, and I think it really works well with this logo. And the font does change sometimes. Sometimes the font doesn't display something. Sometimes you have this horse only. But I really like the play of the colors here with the horse, and it's I don't know what it's here. It's just really cool design, and I just really like it. And on 9th, we have the Team Empire, and they actually rebranded their logo. Their previous one was pretty bad, let's say, but this new one is pretty cool. You have a breakdown of your color. What I really liked about in this logo particularly was that the emblem on the background was actually cut in half. You have the red side, and you have the more brownish bleach style, which is really cool. And I really like this sort of a Spartan horse rider thing, and that's much for it. On 8th, we have another big Eastern European organization known as the Virtus Pro, and this is a very clean design. You have this sort of a pizza slice of an emblem, which is something that you don't really see, and then you have this black text, and then you have text on top of it, and then you have the polar bear. I really like this. I think this is one of the better logos, better animal logos there is. On 7th spot, we have the One Shot Esports. This is also a newer esports organization. I think they only have an Overwatch team. The reason it made it really to the list is the symbolism. You have the revolver type of handle, or whatever's the loading part on the middle, and it shows you there's a one bullet left. So it one shot, one kill. And I thought that was a really neato idea. I do like it. I think the symbolism really made it to the very big parts on this list. On 6th, I have this also a very small European organization known as the Enigma Esports. I really love this logo. I really like tigers and shit, and it's very neat, very cool logo, font style that I really prefer. And probably one of the best fonts that all of them I've seen, and it's just a very good design. On 5th, we have an European organization. This is one of the most detailed logos on this list, the Torpedo Esports. And also, as I said previously, I do like when teams put the dating on the actual logo when the sports organization was created. But you know, a lot of organizations that, you know, stand for only 1 year. But I really enjoyed this one. It has so much detail. Maybe I don't like the shading on the trinket part, the black shading. They could have removed it, and that could have worked well. But you know, it's more detail. You know, when you use a shading type of technology or a style, it will be looking very unclear on a zoomed position. On number 4th, we have Misciagna Esports, which is also a basketball organization in Spain. I think they're like one of the top basketball organizations, or well, not organization, a club. And I like this because there's the basketball in the background, which kind of shows you this is where we came from. This is our origins, basketball. And I think that's really cool. I also like this goat on it, red. I really like red, and just a really cool logo. It's better than their normal club logo. I don't think it's the same 100%, but the esports version is a lot better. And on number 3, we have the curse. And the team curse is, you know, this doesn't exist anymore. It went through different variations, but this one was the last variation that they had for this logo. They had the curse sign on the top, and then they had the orange air letter. And I really like this. I like the 3D element on it. It was done really well on the curse text. Doesn't look too bad. It's also just really good emblem, and there's been really good jerseys made out of this logo as well. It always will be in my heart, the team curse. Sadly, see it go, but you know, that's what it is. And on the 2nd spot, I have the Copenhagen Wolves. And this is ultimately has also a lot of variations, but I really like this logo. I was very, you know, close making this the first logo on this list because I like the thing that they have the MIXX, which stands for 2009. It's a Roman letters, and that's really neato. That's a very neato thing. And then they have the Danish flag there showing that, hey, we come from the Copenhagen. This is our cultural background. And I like that. I can appreciate that. Even though esports organizations are more globalized, there's nothing wrong naming your organization after a city or your country. I don't see anything wrong with that. And for the first place, I've chosen the Flash Wolves, because this is kind of interesting because there is 2 logos on the screen. You have the Flash Wolves and you have the Flash Husky. I absolutely love the Husky logo. This is my favorite design. I really like the color design. It is very colorful. It's a super standout. It really, the jerseys that these guys have are really, really cool. I really enjoy them. And a reason I put 2 logos because they are practically the same organization. And I just think they're really cool when it comes to the jersey design. The colors are very standout, like in this blue and yellow. And I think it's just a very, I don't know what to say. I just really like them. I do prefer the Flash Husky should be the main logo. However, it seems the Flash Wolves is the main logo, but whatever. And as you know, I want to do a few honorable mentions there and there. There are also good logos that didn't make it to the list. You have the AHQ logo, which has actually pretty bad font. That's why it doesn't really made it to the list. It's not appearable on this list right now. I mean, this screen. Then you have the Jin-Air Green Wings, the Singapore Sentinels, Rascal Jetters, Isurus Gaming, the Coliseo Dragons, Dark Wolves, NC Esports, the Legacy Esports from Australia. I really like their design because it really stand out from the other ones. And then we have like more text-based one, the Quantic Gaming, Rape Cancer. But yeah, this was the list. I will be making a list of the worst esports logos. That will be a very fun list, so hopefully you subscribe, like and share, and stay out for the next video, which will be coming out in a few days. Just an update, I will be still working on the other series on this channel, but you just have to understand that they take a lot of time to make, so I will be just doing a lot of these easier videos in between, so I can just push out content for people who want to see just esports stuff. Cheers, and I'm out.